Okay, welcome to part 2, episode 2 of the series. It is officially here. But, yeah, and ever since we saw the Roman Wars, but before we do that, I obviously didn't cover this. So, yeah. So, Yamato makes a major counter offense here, taking this chunk of land, and they want to connect here. So, this area is completely cut off, and Shanghai is about to be captured. So is Beijing. So, I think. So, they decide to change their capital because they can see they're about to be surrounded. So, they managed to get through and change it to, Chongqing, or however you pronounce that. And yeah, with not too much soldiers left, Beijing is captured. And yes, this area is fighting for their life right now, so that's interesting. And there's also this war, the Aborigine Civil War, the Australian Civil War, and they this area kind of gets kicked off, and yeah, this war isn't much because they're pretty much getting defeated. They pretty much don't stand a chance, and they lose, just like that. And now I just want to see the other wars happening. Is there? Oh yeah, then there's also this war here, and yeah, they take this part, and they're thinking of invading Kabulistan, and they do, but the mountains are a problem, so they kind of get pushed back a wee bit. I didn't mean to do that. So, yeah, their capital is about to be captured, but then they put a major counter-offense here, recapturing Baghdad, and these areas surrender. I don't know why they surrendered. They could have had the upper hand, and they are quickly kicked out, and they reach there. So yeah, they just split them in two, and they're entering Kuwait. So yeah, that counter-offense pretty much changed anything. Okay, look, wait, I think they had this. Wait, I think they had that. I'm not sure. But yeah, they continue to make counter-offenses here again, and they go back into Kabulistan, and they take the capital, and they surrender. I don't know, I also don't know why they did that, because I feel like it's kind of unrealistic. They have mountains, they had the upper hand, and they take this back, but they didn't take Kuwait back, which, yeah, they are about to take the capital, but then they are officially pushed back, and there's a bit of a I forgot what the word was, but they just don't move. The border, they're fighting, but that border just doesn't move, and Kabulistan is liberated, and they are quickly, boom, that happens, and yeah, they pretty much win. So they decide to end the war, and Kabulistan wants independence, and they're like, no. And there's some rebellions, and the rebellions fail. Why were they rebelling that part? They never even had that. And yeah, that's just the war. They lost a big piece of land right there, and yeah. But all in here, France sends some troops into Bibalo, and they are quickly pushed out of it. And yeah, I'm not sure if Francie had this part. I honestly cannot remember, but who cares? They just decide to give them it. And yeah, they take this back, and they're about to take Andorra, but they kind of stop because there's a lot of mountains here, if you know what I mean, but not mountains in this area. So they send some troops through, and yeah, they take Madrid back, and that was a big loss for Rome. And yeah, but they continue. They declared war on the Dutch Republic. I don't know if they were at war with them in the first place, but yeah, they make a stalemate with Germany. I don't even know what stalemate means. I think that means like peace or something. I'm not sure. And yeah, they quickly take over the Dutch Republic. And Harryland sees this. They're not happy about it. So they officially send troops into and liberate the Dutch Republic. And they also declare war on England. and they successfully take London because I think they were bankrupt, and they ask Ireland to join them, and Ireland is like no, and they invade Ireland. Yeah, I actually love Ireland. I don't know why I did that. Well, I don't have an opinion on England. They're all right. But yeah, and then Nabogland also gets some land right there. Actually, I think they get that. Now, anyway, and did Germany have this? I honestly cannot remember. But Poland declares war. I also cannot remember if they were in it or not. But yeah, and Harry Land is quickly liberating this area. And yeah, I'm not sure. I think this was... I'm not sure. But yeah, they also give Dutch Republic the land back. And they continue going in. And then over here, there's also a rebellion, and it's the Qing Rebellion, and they want to take over the country because they can possibly take over Yamato. But these rebellions they also have a king, but they decide to put it back at the border, so their capital's here, so nothing really happens. But these rebellions are quickly stopped. Well, they're not really, but I don't know. And that is stopped and all that. And then they take a lot of land, taking Shanghai, and they are getting their bums kicked. And they take this, and they go back like that. They are literally about to take China, which is an issue. And Harry Land gives some aid and all that. And Rome is supporting Yamato. And the United States of Oceania is supporting Yamato. But speaking of Yamato, they invade them because they want these islands, and they also demand this island, and the Philippines accepts because they don't want to be destroyed, and they take these islands, and yeah, and there's a bit of fight. The fighting's still on, but they kind of just don't move. It just stays like this and all that. And yeah, they give aid to China, but it doesn't really do much, and they completely encircle their capital. And the Qing see this, and they need to do something. So I think that's all for part 2. Thank you for watching. I will see you in part 3.